Hi, I'm Lou with another episode of My Car Story, and a special episode. It's the Arizona Concours 2025. So a great show, one of my favorite Concours. Let's go inside and see what it looks like.
So here we are starting it off at the Scottsdale Center for the Performing Arts. We're going to have some cars right off the bat, as you can see. 74 Jensen Interceptor. The Di Tommaso Mangusta. So you have the engine in the back. Stuck in the middle.
Well, we're here in the special nostalgic class. So what is it about, and it's very interesting that these two cars are next to each other.
Cadillac has a concept car here, their major sponsor. So there's their concept car.
Mark said this is a little bit bizarre, but Mark Victor was Swiss, and the company's called the Spawn Streets because his initial founders of the company were Spanish royalty. And so then, to make it even more continental, after World War I, because the factory had gotten damaged after World War I, the factory was damaged, so they moved the factory to Paris.
We're going to feature this one on an individual episode, the 58 Cadillac Eldorado Barrettes. So a good way to start our episode here. We'll start in the sun. This is a Toronado concept car. As you can see, they call this the Toronado, our Hurst 442 front-wheel drive concept. We've actually featured this one on the channel.
Everyone should come over and see this special class.
Perfect fins on this.
If people are aware of the work of Collins and Nostalgic, they are aware of
the Galaxy 500. You're seeing the top retract.
It does, and when you really look at all the fine
like so.
All the moldings are made, and the moldings around the door.
I'm catching this at the right time.
On the interior, and you look at just all the details of the bracketry and the design of the componentry. It's really exquisite.
I think that when you combine the incredible mechanical detail of the Hispano Suiza chassis with the
Toronado here,
coach building detail of Nostalgic, it is absolutely unbeatable. And thank you so much for sharing this amazing car with us, Charlie. Great to see you. Great to see the car.
It's always a pleasure to visit with you, Donald. Thanks for.
The 58 Bentley. I like that. The 55 Cadillac. Great stuff right there. And then we come over here. The 63 Pontiac Catalina, the 421.
I had to wait in line for a while.
The high output. That looks great. Then you got the 55 tail fins, another great Cadillac. As you can see, the exhaust comes through the bumper right there. See how your doors open here.
Yeah. Yeah, I've done.
And I drove it. It was fun.
There's a lot of cars.
I tore it apart, and then I sold it to a friend who finished it.
The doors open up.
Oh, yeah.
Mercedes here.
That's how it is.
I'll show this section of rough right in the center.
I'm surprised there's
Rough logo there.
And
Yeah, sure. Try to get the cars in the sun when I can, so you could see all of their beauty. You could see how wonderfully filled the show is. Oh, that's a good shot. Right there. All the rough badges across the back. The green and the black. Listed as the Blackbird. Rough in the center cap. The Speedster.
Makes sense, because I wouldn't think someone would I mean, you need that as it. Or what it's going to bring.
Tremendous.
Like Groundhog Day.
That's glorious.
Yeah, I know. She already interviewed. Yeah, she interviewed her.
That's glorious. I love in the outfit.
Yeah. But I don't think I'm going to miss it. It's snowing back at home, so I'm pretty comfortable right here. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Got it.
Given the rules and Bentley guys. They're big.
These are beautiful.
Our good friend Alan Travis will do a feature on this one. 1906 Cesar Nardi. Stay tuned to the channel for that. That's spectacular.
Really? Well, as we continue the celebration so if you're hanging around our beautiful Bugatti towards the entrance of the Concours, attention to the stage here for the Deco dancers from the Art Deco Mixed Society.
was following you. Where we went back. I'm going to take one of those. I want it.
See what the side
Or you come by Barry.
Yeah, well, his license plate.
Thank you. You look fantastic along with your car. Your car's beautiful. We have Peter and Cindy of Scottsdale.
So it was part
The
of
sun is perfectly hitting their car.
What made you find this car? Were you looking for it
just
specifically, or did you just have the
We'll take a
opportunity
look
to
at
cross
the
your path?
interior.
My name is
There for just a
My nickname is
second.
442 Fred.
Wow.
I've had plenty of 442s through the years, and so when this came up, the Hershey Cookbook is being unveiled in Chicago.
That looks fantastic.
When one of the authors used to live here, so we were talking about the car. He came up and I asked him, I said, so what are you guys going to do with this car? He said, well, we told him to find the right guy on the car. He said, he's the right guy.
What's going on?
Standing on a corner, watching all the girls years go by. Well, you don't know nice occupation. Matter of fact, do I?
So we have the Atlantique here.
Based on the design of the airline.
Yes, I thank you yesterday.
I make sure you get equal.
Thank you. You can double my pay.
Let's not get greedy.
Thank you so much. The owners can get
Happy Concours to everyone celebrating us with us here today at the 7th Annual Arizona Concours in Scottsdale, Arizona. We know that we're here on the Scottsdale Center of the Arts, but if you happen to find yourself on the far end near the Trans Am class, Bertie did tell me that they're going to fire up on the hour at 12 o'clock. So the seconds are counting down from that. So if you're over in that area, make sure to grab some videos, have some enjoyment into that celebration, and tag us at the Arizona Concours. Have fun!
So speaking of special displays, we mentioned earlier today we have a wonderful class of Bugatti cars and a special display of two very special indeed Bugattis. And I'm here with Jim Strandberg, one of the judges here at the Arizona Concours d'Elegance, and a fellow who has forgotten more about Bugattis than most people ever learn in a lifetime, a legendary restorer of Bugattis, and even more importantly, an enthusiast who has driven his own Bugattis for thousands and thousands and thousands of miles and kilometers. Jim, great to talk to you.
Oh, you do Thank now? You. Okay. This is really a special day today with all these Bugattis here. So one of these days we're going to find one for you.
Yeah, that's a story which we are not going to tell here because I came so close thanks to you, and I still regret that every moment of my life. But it's really great to see these cars here. I had a conversation a little earlier, Charlie Nierberg, about his Hispano Suiza with the Salchik body. And in the seminar yesterday with Peter Larson and Ben Erickson, I referenced one Mr. Jean Bugatti and how he fit in the coach building world of the 1930s in France. And they frankly evaded my question. So let's talk to a Bugattiste and get some ideas.
I might have evaded too. What was the question?
Well, it was just about the influence of style and how the trends in 1930s style in French coach building, how Jean Bugatti and his ideas fit into those trends.
I think they fit very well, as obvious with this car and the red and black Adelante. And with just some of the other, like Sauchek and Fagoni Falaschi. If you haven't seen, on the other side over here, there's a Bentley that was built by Fagoni. Absolutely stunning. And you can see where it fits in with cars like this and this, with the beautiful lines that they produced. And most of the Bugatti that looks like this was done by Jean Bugatti.
And it's important to also note that this display, this class of Bugattis here, and this special display of the Atlantique and the new Chiron, also shows the incredible range of style of Bugatti. I mean, we all appreciate the engineering of Bugatti, but some of the cars can be rather sober by most ideas.
For example, the little green and yellow on there, which happens to be Pagani, Studebaker, we should say. Anyway, it was designed after Ford's Model A. And they did another car, mine was 4-cylinder, they did an 8-cylinder car, and the same thing. They wanted to open up the market here in America. And things changed a little bit. World War II came along, and it didn't really happen that much. But, having said that, I used to have that car in my shop before we restored it. People would come in and say, how did that Model A get in here? And I would say, well, somebody put a Bugatti radiator on it, so I had it in there.
Exactly, and you mentioned that that's a part of your collection, and hearing the engines of those Trans Am cars starting with the background is a great inspiration for the fact that you, as I mentioned in the introduction, drive your cars, as do many, if not most, of the Bugatti Owners Club members. What's it like taking long-distance drives in one of these cars?
It's always exciting, really exciting. People see the cars coming on, say you're stopping at the station and we get the gas. Everybody comes so together and thinks, it's a Bugatti. You're driving it like that? Yeah, we're driving it like that. 6,000 miles, that's all. Yeah.
And a thing that also I think is very important for everyone here today who's looking at this wonderful Atlantic coupe and this spectacular Chiron, to also know that the owner of the Chiron, who received this 70th birthday gift, has driven it quite a bit. It's got nearly 2,000 miles on it.
I'm surprised. Usually they sit in the garage. And people come by and look at them and say, boy, a beautiful car. You ever drive it? Oh, no, I might get a rock chip or something.
Exactly.
Well, my comment is always, a little rock chip doesn't cost anything to fix compared to what you paid for the car. So go out and enjoy it. And then, well, it's okay for you to say you're a mechanic. Well, I always say, if you're going to go out and enjoy your car, be sure you have your AAA card and your cell phone with, so that you can call and get some help.
Those are the only tools necessary for an amateur mechanic to have when they go out to enjoy their car on the road.
Exactly, and we've done a lot of that. The last trip we took was up through Canada, all the way up into the, well, I don't know, way up to the top, and then we crossed over into Alaska and drove back down to the end of Alaska. And two things happened to me. My starter broke, really broke, and so I have a friend in England. I called him and he sent me another starter. So when I got to Anchorage, the starter was waiting for me. All I had to do was put it in.
Well, the robustness of these cars is also something I think which surprises people. They look at them and think, well, these cars look sort of spindly, and they're not at all.
Oh, no. They ride really quite interesting. They're hard riders. The springing is very tight on it. Anyway, they're just a lot of fun. Really?
I guess somebody wanted to give you some feedback on your comment.
I'm sorry I said that, Tori,
And what do you think about this incredible car? Because the Atlantic Coupe is just an extraordinary landmark for Bugatti in terms of design, performance, elegance. It's just everything.
Right. Well, we happen to have restored this car. The other thing about it is we took it on, if you know what the Colorado Grand is all about, the owner at that time, Dr. Williamson and myself, took the car on the Colorado Grand. There was this one spot where there's a straight line about 10 miles long. He says, this thing's supposed to do over 100. Let's see what it'll do. So wham, we went, and it was over 100. He said, see, it doesn't need to be restored. I said, no, wait a minute. No. It needs to be restored. So anyway, we were able to jump on that, and it only took 2 years, that's all.
It's astonishing and so rewarding to be in the presence of not only this car, which represents beauty and performance and capability, and a man like you, Jim, who has done so much to bring these cars to brilliant life and for great use by their owners. And I think that I certainly am very, very grateful to you, and the world should be grateful to you for what you've done for Bugatti. Thank you, Jim.
These two are my training sessions.
Thanks so much.
I'm trying to think of what their name was. Yeah, the name was.
That's when he makes his knees. Then he let go of life. Lord, he let go of life. Shook back his clothes all around. That was Mr. Bojangles. Mr. Bojangles. Mr. Bojangles. Lord, he could dance. He told me of the times he worked for minstrel shows, traveling throughout the Sound. He spoke with tears of 15 years, how his daughter he. They just traveled about. But his dog up and died. Dog up and died. And after 20 years, he still breathes. He said I dance now and every chance in honky-tonks. For my drinks and tips. But most of the time I send my parents.
Well, that's just it. He was telling me that they changed them this year.
Then he shook his head. Lord, when he shook his head, I could swear I heard someone say please. Mr. Bojangles. Mr. Bojangles. Mr. Bojangles, come back and dance. Dance, dance, please dance. Mr.
They were supposedly
Ferrari.
I've got a lot of British shit.
Me too.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm an Aston.
Oh, are you? Awesome. I restore, so I buy and I sell. Got a lot of old stuff right now. How are you?
Better.
And I'm sitting in a honky in Chicago with a broken heart and a woman on my heart. I'm asking
No, he's on the bench.
Yeah. And obviously the house got
And he's in the Staccato body
Look at the size of that pipe.
I know where train
and the music takes me back to the city.
Not make this car run more driver. I can tell you that. It would be tough. That's a shot. Because it's like,
We got a section of great motorcycles too.
I've never been to buy a car.
Wow.
Outside of seating, and it's got a lot of other things. And so he goes up to Carlisle.
$18.99.
Carlisle. I bought a bunch of car parts, right, to bring them back to Phoenix.
That is great. $19.15. Wow. 1926. 1912.
Is that all we did?
I didn't realize they had.
Yeah, you see, I think they
Nice guy. Smoked for about 15, 20 minutes. Thank you.
Well, that was a great time at the Arizona Concours. I'd like to thank Ed Winkler and Chuck Stafford, who allowed me to come out and video their show. And I just want to tell everybody that come on out. It's a great show. You'll see, well, you've seen some amazing cars, and I hope you had a great time.